Sounds great.
Welcome to the USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure 2020 Fall Classic with live streaming coverage brought to you by TravelMedford.org. Today's event is produced by Table Rock Sports in partnership with Travel Medford, Southern Oregon Sports Commission, and Southern Oregon University. I'm Jeff Smith. I'll be doing your play-by-play, and we'll introduce you to the rest of our team in just a bit. Things getting underway already here. Final game of the day here on Field 3. And a strikeout starts things off. We're still waiting for our game rosters, our lineups, I should say. So we'll go by the numbers as we go along until we get those down here. But it's the Athletics 18 Gold taking on Oregon Blaze United. And Oregon Blaze United at the plate, batting here in the top of the first. Kaya Oswalt, the hitter. In our last game right here on Field 3, Oregon Blaze United with a 5-1 victory, playing back-to-back games here on Field 3, batting here in the first against Athletics 18 Gold out of Forest Hill, California, and of course Oregon Blaze United out of Beaverton, Oregon. And the hitter, Oswalt, is out of Clackamas High School. So the rest of my crew here on camera, Joseph Brett, and from the SOU softball team doing color with me here, and running the computer, by the way. These girls have been great on the computer for us today, is Hannah Lilly. Hannah, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you. You girls have been just a great help today, and the insight getting players that are playing this same game maybe at a different level, but again, it's the insight has been invaluable all day long, so we appreciate you guys, ladies.
Well, of course. I'm a pitcher, so I'll try my best to give opinions about other positions, but all I pretty much do is pitch. So.
Well, that's it. See, we've had two straight catchers over here, and you found out I have an affinity for catchers. So, I mean, pitchers, they only can do one thing, right?
Yeah, right? I hope not.
So, well, most pitchers have to hit up until at least till they hit college, and then sometimes they don't hit anymore, but some of the college pitchers hit, don't they?
Yeah, we have a pitcher hitter on our team. She's also our starting third baseman, which is pretty impressive. It's a lot of work to pitch in itself, and then when you throw in hitting, it's definitely very hard.
Yeah. So runner down at first, and the hitter will be number 11, Kanani Lambert, Beaverton High School. And she takes a ball. Yeah. And we get timeout called. As I mentioned, we had this Oregon Blaze United team in the 4 o'clock game, and they were victorious. And part of the reason they were victorious is they they were the more experienced team. A lot of seniors on this team playing a team with a lot of freshmen and sophomore. That hasn't always been the case today, that the more experienced team came out on top, but it definitely showed in that 4 o'clock game. There's a drive well hit into the gap in right center field. The right fielder comes up with it, and a stand-up double. Yeah, she has shown a good bat in that last game, and she's showing it again here in this final game of the day. So Oregon Blaze threatening here. Yeah, I believe in her last 5 at-bats, she's got 4 hits.
Wow, that's a really good batting average.
Yeah, she's definitely been flexing her muscle so far in this first day of the tournament. Our next hitter, number 32, Athena Van Dyke, out of Glencoe High School. So where do you come from heading to SOU? Where did you go to school?
So I'm from LA, and I actually committed originally to a D1 school in Utah, and then I transferred here from there. So this is actually my second year at SOU, but I am a senior.
So what school in Utah were you going to?
I went to Southern Utah University.
Okay.
Yep, in Cedar City.
Yeah. It's pretty good schools over in Utah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But if you're playing softball, if you're going to transfer out of a D1 program, SOU is a pretty good place to land.
It really is. Top of the top.
Yeah. Athena Van Dyke takes the pitch low for a ball. So RBI situation, only 1 out, runners at second and third. Ooh, that one, we heard that one all the way over here. She got it right in the center of the back. That one's going to be sore in the morning.
Oh, for sure.
She's trying to stretch it out quickly because it will tighten up fast. But as they say, she takes one for the team. She didn't have a choice on that one, I don't think.
She wore that one.
And I don't think I mentioned, but the pitcher starting this game, Kaylin Birdie Galavez, out of Marysville High School. And, of course, this athletics 18 gold team out of Forest Hill, California. Quite a few teams here from that kind of Sacramento extended area.
Definitely. Either like Washington, Oregon, Sacramento. Lots of Pacific Northwest people as well.
Lays down the bunt. The play will be at home, and they get the out at home. Close play, but good heads-up play. And there's our lineup cards from another amazing SOU softball players. And actually, I'll just hang on to that. You can.
Oh.
The rosters are there. So now 2 outs. And the hitter should be number 25, and that's Alexis Figueroa. And the first run will come home. Lambert, who hit that stinging double, trots home. First run of the game goes to Oregon Blaze United, and they lead 1-0 here in the top of the first. And the next hitter will be number 14, Jenna Bergman, Battleground High School. Jenna, the only sophomore on this Blaze United team.
It's a hard situation to be in as a pitcher with a 3-0 count and bases loaded.
You want strikes. You don't want to walk a run in, but you also don't want to, give up a bases clearing double either.
Yeah, or worse than that.
Or worse, yes,
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. And there is worse. We've seen quite a few home runs today. A few of them on our field and a few next door too.
Yeah, definitely.
In fact, one of the earlier games on the field next to us, there was at least 3 in that game alone.
Wow. And there she goes, back at it.
And gets the count full now. These situations where a pitcher really shows what they've got, if they can battle out of a 3-0 count. And
definitely. Now the pressure is also on the batter.
that one will go foul. Bergman gets it past the second baseman. One run will score as they try and get the out at first from right field, but can't quite get it there in time. So a run comes across, making it 2-0. And next up for the Blaze, number 5, Jessica Sturt, out of Banks High School, takes a strike.
It's not a bad place to miss in that count.
Called strike on that. This umpire's got the latest hand signals I've seen today. I heard him make the call from out here on that one, but I had to wait a long time to see the hand go up. It's going to be a tough play. You don't know as the pitcher. She thought she could make that play, but with that ticking off her glove, it made it no chance to get any out on that. So an infield single gets another run home. And the hitter number 3, Emma De Loyola. She takes a strike. Emma out of Aloha High School. She's a senior this year. It's going to be another tough play, but they're able to make it and get out of the inning, but not before Oregon Blaze pushes 3 runs across in the inning, and they lead after 1/2, 3-0. We'll be right back. Bottom half of the first. Oregon Blaze out on defense with a 3-0 lead. And leading off for Athletics 18 gold, number 8, Ellie Enriquez. And it's Eliana, and she is out of Rosemont High School, and she's a senior. Emily Cole, the pitcher for Oregon Blaze, gets her to pop up. Shortstop makes the play. Emily Cole, the pitcher, is from Central High School in Monmouth, Oregon, home of one of the Oregon universities over in Monmouth, Western Oregon. And she is also a senior. And the next hitter, number 1, Emilia Ariza, out of Kennedy High School. And Amelia gets the start in center field. She's also a pitcher. Slaps at that one, and it lands foul. Runs up on that one. Oh, nice play by the pitcher. Turns and throws in time. The throw was a little low, but she had to rush it, and she got it there in time.
That is not an easy play for a pitcher to make, especially with a slapper.
Yeah, we've heard a lot about from all of you girls from SOU about the slappers. As a pitcher, you're the first pitcher we've had on air. Do they drive you nuts when you get a team with a bunch of them?
Yeah, a little bit. Definitely. It definitely puts a lot of pressure on the defense because you know that they're usually pretty fast, and you've got to be fast as well. And honestly, your hope as a pitcher is to either get them to pop up or hit a grounder to second base. Definitely not the left side of the field because that's how they tend to get on base.
Yeah, for sure. So the next hitter for Athletics 18 is number 9, Cassidy Church out of El Camino High School, also a senior. And a 2-out walk. Gives the Athletics a base runner. And the next hitter will be number 21. And that is Cassidy Zapata out of Vanden High School. That one gets away from the catcher. The runner will advance without a throw. And the count evens up at 1-1. Close pitch called a ball, so it's 2-1. Brooke Hansen on deck if they can keep the inning going here. And now the count goes full, 3-2. 3-1, usually a hitter's count, but she looked like she was taking all the way on that, making the pitcher work. Gets one she likes and lifts it toward the foul line. I think that was in foul territory, but the catch is made by the right fielder, and that will end the inning. After 3-0, Oregon Blaze with the lead. Today's action is sponsored by TravelMedford.org, in the heart of beautiful Southern Oregon, where outdoor adventures abound. Crater Lake, the Rogue River, Mount Ashland, and miles of hiking and biking trails are just the start. You can learn more at TravelMedford.org. Top of the second, and Blaze United looking to see if they can add to their 3-0 lead as they come up here in the second. Leading off is number 15, Isabel Mercier, St. Helens High School, and she is a junior. And continuing the pitching duties for the Athletics, Kaylin Birdie Galaviz. And just as I say that, she's going to exit the game. So I didn't mean to jinx her there.
Bad timing.
They huddled up in the circle. I didn't know that they were going to change pitchers, but they did. So
now she's coming in with a 3-0 count.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe there's an injury there or coach saw something she just didn't like, but pretty unusual situation here. Trying to pick up the number here, let you know who the new pitcher is going to be. You got her there. 18 is Kennedy Majorian?
Sounds right to me.
Oakmont High School. Kennedy, a pitcher and an outfielder, coming in relief in again, kind of an odd situation, a 3-0 count, and just don't know what prompted that change, but
yeah, and she's got to throw a strike right away.
Yes, she does. No leeway here. That's a tough situation to come in. It's kind of like a closer having to come in with the bases loaded and nobody out.
Exactly. Maybe a little less pressure, though.
Yeah, maybe a little. Although I don't know. I'm, of course, closers more of a baseball thing than softball. Although I'm sure there are softball closers, but most of the baseball closers are a little bit crazy. I'm not sure they feel pressure.
I've heard the same thing. And that appears to be ball 4.
Yes, it does. So a walk will lead things off here.
That is not an easy situation.
And the next hitter, number 22, Juliana Penal, Southridge High School. Squares around and takes a strike. Pretty typical Oregon weather all day today. We've seen at least 3 of the seasons today.
Yes, we have.
We may not have gotten any summer out of today, but we've gotten everything else.
Lots of rain.
Lots of rain and some wind. We missed the first several batters of one game because of the wind.
Blew the whole tent over.
Yes, it did. I'm in the doghouse. I broke the brand new tent.
It's broken.
Oh, yeah, we didn't tell her. Tough play. Oh, can't quite. Just the throw was a little high. Runners now at the corners with nobody out. And I think we're getting a change. Blaze coach talking with the umpire, and umpire's got his scorecard out, so I believe we're making a change. Of course, it looks like a left-hand batter, so I can't see the numbers, so we'll wing it until we can confirm that change.
Trying to track it down with that zoom there.
Yeah.
The power of the zoom.
Now the pitcher was due up next, so I'm wondering, that may be Prettyman at the plate, batting for the Blaze pitcher, but I'm not sure. Can't confirm that yet, but Emily Cole, the leadoff hitter for the Blaze, also the pitcher, so ooh. That pitch right at the knees, called a strike. Of course, as we were talking about it, and I think in one of the other games, the large ponytail is like broadcasters' kryptonite. They cover up the numbers. So even if she turns around, I may not be able to read it.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, that was a close pitch to take, but she draws the walk, and the bases are loaded. And the hitter will be number 13, Kaya Oswalt, Clackamas High School.
It's crucial getting ahead when bases are loaded as a pitcher.
And surprisingly, in the last game, the Oregon Blaze was doing a lot of first pitch swinging, and we haven't seen that from them here in this second game, back to back at this field at least. But yeah,
That was a close pitch.
As a pitcher, you know better than anyone that, yeah, you got the bases loaded. You don't want to fall behind.
Definitely not. That's how mistakes are made. And this pitcher did a really good job of getting ahead 2-1, and now she has a lot of leverage as a pitcher to throw some junk, maybe get her to swing at a bait pitch.
Bases loaded with nobody out. She would like to get the strikeout here if she can. That's the safest out.
Definitely.
So earlier in the day, we saw the Alaska Crush team. And they were wearing the short sleeves in the pouring rain, and we commented that this was balmy weather for them. I'm wondering if they're still wearing those short sleeves right now.
They probably are. I'm pretty sure they're playing on one of these fields.
Yeah, they probably come down here and think it's summer vacation.
Yeah, one of them was telling me it was 40, like 30-something degrees when they were jumping on the plane to get over here. Once again, we are 3-2 with bases loaded.
It's a fun situation as a broadcaster, not so great for a pitcher.
Nope. Or a batter.
What was that, Joe? Yeah, absolutely.
She walked.
So she walks home a run, and the next hitter, this is going to be a hitter she's going to want to be careful with. We were talking about her earlier. She hit that stinging double. Kanani Lambert.
You definitely can't intentionally walk her with bases loaded.
No, although I would consider it the way she's been hitting. I would not give her anything good to hit.
Oh, she starts off with a strike.
That speech came from the pitching coach that was from the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah, it's a different mindset. We got the pleasure of doing a baseball tournament out here, and one of the youth coaches is also the pitching coach for the Toronto Blue Jays, and it's interesting the different thought process you get at that level compared to what you might get at your local high school game.
For sure. You have to.
Ooh, blew one by her. Nice
Great
pitch. Gets the comebacker. They get the out at home. Double play.
Wow.
Nicely turned.
That's the best outcome you can hope for in that situation with one of the top hitters on their team coming up to bat with bases loaded.
She hurt herself on that last double, and that's why she came out of center field. And you can see it. She's hurting right now.
Yeah, our cameraman noticed that Lambert apparently playing with a little bit of an injury. She had been in center. She came out of center, and he was getting a good look there on that last play, and her coming back to the dugout, and she's definitely laboring with some kind of injury. But that doesn't, not to take anything away from the pitcher who really threw some good pitches in that at bat.
Yeah, that is not an easy at bat.
And at the plate now, number 32, Athena Van Dyke, Glencoe High School. Oregon Blaze United with the 4-0 lead.
Ooh.
And she hits her. It's another one we've seen in this last game and this game where there was no getting out of the way of that.
No chance.
Just turn and try and take it in the most comfortable spot you can. And
there's no comfortable.
No,
there's no comfortable way to take a softball to their body.
There's not. There's not. So the base is loaded once again, and Allison Countryman, the hitter.
She came out with gas on that one.
Yeah, it took a few pitches for the new pitcher to get comfortable here for the Athletics, but she's starting to settle in now. Of course, she came in that awkward situation, coming in with a 3-0 count, and quickly threw ball 4, which probably is just as well. It kind of clear the board for you. It's a tough way to start your inning, but she's looked pretty good since then. Even with the run coming across, she's battling every batter.
Ooh.
We can't see in and out as well from over here, and so I always think of the Bob Uecker call, just a bit inside.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, great pitch.
Yeah, got it up where she wasn't going to catch up to that.
She definitely keeps it on the up part of the zone. Easy to get underneath the ball and swing and miss. There's that up pitch again.
And they get the third out in right field. One more run comes across, and it's 4-0. Athletics coming to bat. Bottom of the second. Athletics come up here trailing 4-0. And at the plate for the Athletics, number 3, Brooke Hansen. Brooke out of Elk Grove High School.
That was a good pitch.
So strikeout to start things off in the bottom half of the second. And the next hitter for Athletics, 18 gold, number 2, Haley Kim out of St. Francis High School.
She's getting everybody with that up pitch.
Yeah, she really looks in control right now.
Definitely.
So another strikeout. And next up, number 42. She coming up? Nope, they're going to sit her. Well, she's going to go back to the on-deck circle. Now, who's in the batter's box? They're trying to keep me on my toes over here. Number 4. No, that's 2. Wait a minute. That's still Haley. Didn't she strike out?
I guess there was not 2 strikes on the batter.
I guess I got the count wrong.
She thought it was strike 3.
She thought it was strike 3, and I'll be honest, I hadn't even looked at the scoreboard. I saw her run back to the dugout, called it strike 3. So she's back at the plate.
Sure, the pitcher was disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah. Although the way she's throwing right now, I'm not sure it's going to matter. She's looking pretty solid out there.
She is in the zone. That up pitch again almost got her.
Yeah.
Able to foul that off to stay alive.
And see, just as I told you, that long ponytail, although I'm pretty sure it's still our starting pitcher, number 1, Emily Cole. But that long ponytail is blocking that number.
It's deceiving.
It is. Well, because their only player on the bench is also a single number, number 7.
Caught her with the up pitch for
Again.
the second time.
Yeah.
The same at bat, second time.
If she can keep using that as her out pitch, the Athletics are gonna be in real trouble.
Yeah.
Because that is more or less an unhittable ball. We saw a couple of them fouled off, but really tough to get solid contact on that pitch.
It is hard to hit a rise ball, and if you have tight spin on that, it's hard to see it coming.
So now it'll be number 42, Marissa Marshall, Elk Grove High School. And a 3-0 count now for Marshall.
And that is ball 4.
Can hear the screams in the background. That's not for ball 4. home run hit to straightaway. Well, maybe left center or right center field rather, but on the other field, that would be what all that cheering's about.
I don't know who's excited about a walk with nobody on. And
A 2-out walk. Yeah.
whoa!
Well, it is COVID restriction, so maybe that was piped in screaming, and so the guy hit the wrong button for that walk.
It's like a live studio audience,
Yeah.
but not really a live studio audience.
Exactly. It's really off-putting watching professional sports right now with no crowds and the fake crowd noise. It's just really awkward.
It's almost like a simulation. It's so weird.
Yeah. Watched a little bit. I haven't been watching much of any pro sports for various reasons, but watched a little bit of the NBA Finals game last night, and it's like they're playing in a practice gym at some college somewhere. There's a base hit up the middle, and the Athletics trying to get a 2-out rally going here. Got runners at first and second. Yeah. And the next hitter, number 28, Riley Ernst from Rio Americano High School. And we're going to get a conversation at the mound as the coach comes out. Can't imagine he's thinking of taking her out of this game. Probably just making sure everybody's on the same page here. Swinging a foul. So Riley Ernst is our hitter. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. And the Athletics trailing 4-0, but trying to get a 2-out rally going here. Bunt goes foul. She saw lots of room down that third baseline, trying to sneak one down there and beat it out, but couldn't keep that one fair. Tips it into the glove and gets the strikeout. So little 2-out rally is snuffed out, and the Athletics still trailing the Blaze 4-0. top half of the third. Athletic 18 gold in the field, and Oregon Blaze United up to bat. At the plate for Oregon Blaze, Alexis Figueroa, College of the Siskiyous. One of a handful of 2020 graduates out here today. Kennedy Magorian continues the pitching duties for Athletics 18 gold. And a leadoff walk gets things started here in the third.
This Oregon Blaze team has done a really good job of taking a lot of pitches and being selective.
Yeah, they're definitely making the pitcher work in this one. We mentioned we had them for the last game, and they were doing a lot of first pitch swinging, but they were also hitting the ball well, and a little different approach in this one.
Definitely being very patient.
Squared around late and made contact, but there was no way she was going to put that fair. That bat got there way too late. In fact, she almost got it knocked out of her hands.
It happens.
Oh, that ball's on you so fast.
Yeah.
You know, the difference between the pitching circle in softball and the pitcher's mound in baseball is, and there's no more evidence of that if you can look up on YouTube the videos of these top level, you know, USA team pitchers like Jenny Finch and someone like that facing major league hitters for the first time.
Oh, those are my favorite videos.
And they just blow them away. Now, I will admit that if you let that hitter face her a few times, he'll figure it out. But as not having faced fast pitch type pitching, it's just a dominant thing. It's an amazing thing.
Especially with the rise ball. You don't see that in baseball.
No.
You get that down angle all the time, and then you see an up pitch, a rise ball for the first time, and it's definitely an adjustment.
Yeah, for sure. Jessica Sturt, the hitter, hits the ground ball to first. First baseman will make the play there. And the runner over to third with a 1 out. 2 outs, excuse me. Good thing I got you here.
Great pitch.
I guess when you're a pitcher, you always have to know how many outs there are. But Apparently, when you're a quarterback, you don't always have to know if it's fourth down.
I don't know too much about football, but
Well, if you saw recently, Tom Brady apparently didn't know what down it was.
oh, I did not know that.
and it may have cost the Buccaneers the game. So just taking a little shot at old Tom there. De Loyola, the hitter for the Blaze. Well, you should be impressed, Joseph, that I knew that he plays for the Buccaneers now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I haven't watched an entire quarter yet this season, but I know that much.
Tells you how out of the loop I am. Oh. Got her with the half swing.
Yeah. That pitch on the ground, but the catcher doing a nice job to be able to tag her out on the drop third strike. But good way to end the innings. Still 4-0, and we'll be right back. Bottom of the third, and the Athletics 18 gold batting, trying to see if they can claw their way back into this, trailing 4-0. At the plate is number 12, Julia Yankee, out of Tracy High School. Another senior.
Seems like we got a good amount of seniors on this team.
Yeah, both these teams are with quite a few seniors, where the game before, Oregon Blaze was in the previous game, but the team they were facing had a lot of sophomores and freshmen. So this one loaded with seniors on both sides.
Pitcher gave everything she had to get that ground ball to first.
Yes, she did. And next up for Athletics, number 10, Riley Majorian. Apologize, I don't know the right way, so I just do it both. She's from Oakmont High School in Roseville.
Oh, that was a good pitch. Like she just missed.
finds the strike zone on that one.
It's a game of inches.
It definitely is.
Ooh, looked like she wanted that one.
She did. Good thing she didn't swing, though, because that was up in her eyes.
That rise ball looks really good until you miss it.
That one looked so good, she got a close look at it.
Yeah.
Right across her vision. Misses that one, and the count evens back up at 2-2. Ooh, another close pitch, and the count goes full 3-2.
Barely missing that zone on a 2-2 pitch. That's a hard pitch not to swing at.
Yeah, I'm impressed at some of these takes that they were right to take it, but it was close.
Definitely risky. It's hard to leave that up to the umpire.
And there's a swing and a miss and a strikeout. So Cole continues to pitch well here for Oregon Blaze United. Joseph in the truck with another stat. He doesn't write these down, mind you. He's got all of this stuff in his head. 4 straight strikeouts.
That's impressive.
For Cole.
She's had quite a few strikeouts this game with that rise ball.
Yeah, she's. Yeah, as I said it before, but I'll say it again. She just looks really comfortable out there. I think you described it as in the groove. She just really. You don't know whether it's the time of night or whatever it is, but she's definitely come with her A game today.
Yeah, she looks nice and relaxed out there. She's slinging the ball, spinning it, hitting her spots. It looks great.
And no worries when she misses with a pitch. She almost always comes back with a strike.
And when she does miss, it's just inches.
When she hasn't been afraid to try and get batters to chase, even when she's behind in the count, she's got enough confidence to throw one away on occasion, even if the count's not in her favor, because she knows she can come right back with a strike. Does it there again, was down 3-1 and gets it to 3-2. And gets another strikeout.
Miss.
It's amazing, and you know there's always arguments on this, but I've always felt 3-2 count is a pitcher's count. I really believe that. I hated to bat 3-2, and I'd never pitch, so it's hard for me to compare. But I think you get it to 3-2 when you have that kind of command. It's yours to lose,
especially when you're only missing by a few inches, like she's been throughout the entire game.
Yeah, this. Probably, we've seen a lot of good pitchers today over the course of 6 games, but I have to say that consistently being around the strike zone and then recording, 5 straight strikeouts, this is probably the best performance we've seen over here on Field 3 today. But, again, we've seen a lot of good play today.
Yes, we have.
So we head to the bottom half of the 4th. We'll take a quick break and continue on. top half of the fourth. And Oregon Blaze, again, hoping they can get some insurance here with the time limit running down. They can get a decent length to the top half of this inning. That might do it for this game, leaving Athletics with 3 outs left to get back in this.
I'm sure they're trying to draw out the time right now.
Yeah, they can get a couple of base runners here. This will be the last inning. Most likely it will be either way, but they'd like to make sure of it with a few base runners here in the top half.
Maybe some stalling tactics as well.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of that today. I hope not too much of that, though. Taking all the way and a strike called. And the count goes full 3-2.
That's ball 4.
So a leadoff walk. Oregon Blaze with the lead runner on once again, as they've done quite a bit throughout the course of the day.
A great bunt.
And she's safe at first. Runners at the corners now, so you're always hoping to bunt for a hit, but in that situation, she's really just trying to move the runner over, but they weren't able to make the play, so runners at the corners.
With only about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, it's looking pretty good for the Oregon Blaze team.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be a 4-inning game, and the Athletics will get last chance in the bottom half of the inning, but they want to keep this a 4-0 game.
But I don't think Liz would let me. I'd rather not cross that route.
Another square pulls it back this time.
If it works once, why not try it again?
Yeah, and with nobody out, you're still in a sacrifice situation here, or even a safety squeeze, which is not quite as common, I think, in this game as it is in baseball. But the way some of these girls run down that third baseline, anything's possible. There's some pretty aggressive base running we've seen today.
That's for sure. Some of these girls, if they even get the ball on the ground, they're safe.
Yeah, there's some good speed out here. Well, and this morning with all that rain and everything wet, it really gave the offense the advantage, and the base runners were taking full advantage of the fact that it was hard to hang on to that ball.
They got 1 out with about a minute remaining.
So that pretty much guarantees this will be a 4-inning game, and the Athletics will get last chance. And like I said, if they can out at second, they'll say the ball came out on the transfer, not on the throw, so the out is recorded.
They just need 1 more out to get them another inning, but they have about 50 seconds to do so.
Well, they'll get to bat. This is the top half of the inning, right? So they'll get to bat in the bottom half.
Never mind. I thought they were the home team.
But it still will be the last inning. They're getting their chance at the plate. They'd just like to get up with a four-run deficit instead of 5 or 6.
I really forgot that was not the home team.
It's okay. And the hitter now, number 13. Kaya Oswalt at the plate. I do it all the time.
Oh, that was a good pitch. 2 strikeouts for the inning.
So they do give up a run, but they'll get their last chance at bats. Trailing 5-0, and we'll be right back. Last chance at the plate for Athletics 18 Gold.
Starting off with a strike. Good way to start off the inning for a pitcher who's up 5-0.
Yeah, definitely so. Oh.
And nailed her. She broke the 4 strikeout streak she had.
4 or 5 strikeouts.
Yeah.
So leadoff runner on. This is what the Athletics need to get this inning started. Not sure that the runner at first feels that way. She's still shaking that one off, but she definitely is happy to be on base, try and get a rally going.
Like you said, she quite literally took one for the team.
Yes, she did. And once again, I don't think she chose to. We see it a lot in baseball, guys kind of turning into a pitch or at least not trying to get out of the way of a pitch. Softball, it comes on you so fast, you usually don't really have that option.
You'd be surprised how many elbows have been thrown in front of pitches in my day.
I've seen it, but not nearly as frequent as I haven't seen it as frequent today as we did a month ago in a baseball tournament that we covered. There was a lot of guys that just let it hit them. They could have gotten out of the way, and they don't.
They went on.
Yeah.
It's being a team player.
Running up and watching a strike.
She's doing a really good job of getting ahead in the count, and that's crucial in situations like these. Ooh, she wanted that up pitch.
Yeah. The left-handed hitter that's a slap hitter like this, what's your strategy going after her?
Definitely trying to get her to pop up, make a mistake. That's the worst thing you could do as a slapper, is hit the ball in the air. So as a pitcher, getting her to pop up, that's a success right there. That's a win.
Well, with the nice rise ball she's got, that's probably a pretty good pitch to try and get that done.
Yeah, definitely. The slapper's job is to get the ball on the ground, and if they do that, they win.
Well, and of course, I imagine these coaches set up their batting order to make sure there's good runners in front of the slap hitters. And there's a base hit into left, so trying to get this rally going. Nobody out, runners on first and second.
And that was the slapper winning the battle, hitting the ball on the ground, moving the runner over, and getting on base.
So am I reading that right? Is that number 8 at the plate? That would be Ellie Enriquez. And she gets it through the hole. Runner's going to go safe at home. Boy, with nobody out, that was a little risky, but she must have had the good look that she could get home fairly easily, although a little bit stronger throw might have made that a close play. But when you're down 5 runs, you don't want to give away outs, but she got home.
Especially when there's no outs.
Coach reminding his outfielders that forget about the runners going home. You want to keep those runners, the back runners, from advancing. Keep the runner at first from getting to second, and so on. He wants to make sure they don't need to cut down runs at home with a 5-1 now, right? That run scored, so 5-1.
Yeah, that girl on second is not their priority. Just getting a couple outs, because right now they've got no outs. So just stringing together a couple outs is going to be huge for this Oregon Blaze team.
Cassidy Zapata, the batter from Vanden High School. Didn't give it at all. That one popped up. Oh, they can't make the play.
That was in fair territory, too.
And again,
Never mind, it was in foul territory.
Oh. Yeah, I never saw the call. I saw the runners assuming it was fair, which is what they should be doing. But close one over there. They dodge a bullet on that. That would have been bases loaded.
Or potentially another run.
Possibly, although she had held up, but I don't know. She may have held up when she realized it was foul, because she had a good head of steam coming around third and then just pulled up. So she may have saw the foul call.
This might be a good opportunity for the pitcher to throw a nice up pitch, and there it is.
Quit getting in her head.
She goes up again, trying to bait her.
That one well hit in the gap.
Easy double.
And the Athletics working on that rally they needed here.
That was clutch.
Double clears the bases. So what's that? 2 more runs come across. So it should be 5-3. The scoreboard here on the field says 5-2, but we're pretty sure it's 5-3, so we're leaving that up on our scoreboard. Now it's up there.
Still with no outs. Impressive comeback from the Athletics.
At the plate for the Athletics, Brooke Hansen. Brooke from Elk Grove High School. One of only a couple of sophomores on this team. Takes a close pitch for a ball. So the count now 1-2. You'll have to straighten them out. Grounder to first. She'll get the out there.
Moved over the runner. She did her job in that situation.
Is that the first out now of the inning? So, yeah, not a bad play there. You're looking for a hit, but they need one more than that runner. But with only one out, still not a bad situation to be in here. Swinging at the first pitch is number 2.
With the tying run at the plate now.
Haley Kim from St. Francis High School. Yeah, still only one out in the tying run at the plate. So Athletics have gotten themselves back into this game.
They're being more selective too as well. They're not swinging at that rise ball. Another rise ball taken for a ball.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the little extra patience at the plate is starting to pay off for the Athletics.
We've definitely seen it pay off for the Oregon Blaze team.
That one a strike.
And she gets her with the up pitch.
Yeah, after laying off of a couple of them with the 2-strike count, it's harder to lay off that pitch.
Definitely, especially when you've got a runner on third and you're trying to score that run.
So Marissa Marshall coming up here, trying to keep this inning alive. Swings and misses. Now 2 outs. Good cut at that, but fouls it back. The Athletics with a no-out rally to start this inning, and that one is kind of ended, but now they need a mini 2-out rally here to see if they can at least tie this up. Of course, we won't be playing extras, but a tie could definitely help them going into the bracket play tomorrow. Oh, diving play at short. Takes care of business. So the Athletics gave them a scare, but the diving play by Figueroa gets this game into the books. And the COVID salute from the teams as they look across to one another. But a 5-3 victory, so back-to-back wins for Oregon Blaze on this field here. They won the 4 o'clock game and won again here the 6 o'clock game. So that should put them in pretty good standing for the bracket play tomorrow. And we will be back on the air again tomorrow starting at 8 o'clock.
Bright and early.
Bright and early. 6 more games on 4 different fields. Actually, more than that, but we'll be streaming on 4 different fields. So join us again tomorrow for USA Softball Oregon. So for my cameraman, Joseph Brett, and my wonderful color announcer, Hannah Lilly, I'm Jeff Smith, and you've been listening to USA Softball of Oregon on Table Rock Sports.